Hello everybody, Relle here, and this week we are canceling the apocalypse with AurumDust's Ash of Gods Redemption. First kickstarted in 2017, does this game live up to the developer's promises? And should you buy it? Ash of Gods starts you off with a dark premise. The world periodically experiences a reaping where evil monsters beset the world and try to wipe out humanity. The Umbra, a group of immortal sorcerers and warriors, helps beat back the Reapers and save mankind from a grisly fate. You take the role of 3 separate protagonists in this game, switching back and forth periodically as you attempt to stop the latest reaping. Ash of Gods is best described as a mishmash of genres. While combat takes place similar to Final Fantasy Tactics or XCOM, the majority of the game is more akin to a visual novel. You'll spend a lot of time in conversation and making choices that range from simple dialogue to whether or not you kill innocent people for their money. The game can change dramatically based not only on your choices but based on who survives. The combat system, as said, is a tile-based strategy affair, but unlike XCOM, there's no cover and positioning means little. Skills can consume either energy or health, with the latter being stronger but riskier. You also have access to a deck of magic cards with various abilities that can turn the tide. Like XCOM, there is permadeath, and the moves you make can determine who lives and who dies. However, dead doesn't mean the game is over. The story of Ash of Gods continues even if the main protagonists die. The game also presents a number of choices that actually have an impact on how certain situations resolve, though you're very rarely given any indication as to what each choice will have an impact on, if any. By the same token, Ash of Gods has a number of other flaws that prevent it from being a great game. While the combat can be challenging, it's set up in such a way that if you field only 2 or even 1 character, you gain multiple turns while the enemy can only move 1 unit per round, simplifying matters greatly. The card system adds a strategic layer, but you get new cards sparingly, restricting your ability to build a proper deck. Ash of Gods presents an intricate and interesting world, but also throws a lot of information at you in the beginning without giving you any tools to learn the lore. And while the game does give you 3 narrative perspectives, only 2 of those are fully fleshed out. The third was a stretch goal that the developers nonetheless attempted to stitch into the game, and it shows. All that said, if you're looking for a game similar to the Banner Saga, where the world is bleak and your choices matter, Ash of Gods makes a valiant attempt to live up to that legacy. It's currently available on Steam for $25 American. A single campaign might take anywhere from 20 to 30 hours and can vary greatly depending on your choices. If you're into story-focused strategy RPGs and want something to scratch that Banner Saga itch, Ash of Gods might be worth your money. If you're not a strategy RPG fan, this game won't sell you on the genre, but if you just want to experience the story, the game does come with an easy mode that lets you focus on the narrative. That said, if you're just looking at the game for the story, waiting for a sale is recommended. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, subscribe and click that notification bell to see more in the future. Leave me a comment with your thoughts below, and I will see you next time.